Hello my dear students, in the previous class we discussed about the different ways of arrangements of objects. Okay, now we'll study about how to derive the formula for different ways of arranging the objects. But before going to the formula, one concept should be clear to you, that is the concept of factorial. So all of you please write down the next concept which we are going to study is that it is factorial. So first you can write down the concept, then we can study in detail there. So just write down there n factorial, or it is represented in this way, n factorial. This is the symbol for factorial, n factorial, or it can be written in this way also. So usually in this book, usually in our textbook, this symbol is used. So just write down the definition. N factorial is the product of first n natural numbers. Just write down there, n factorial means it is the product of first n natural numbers. Product of first n natural numbers. So if we will write down there 2 factorial, its meaning will be equal to product of first 2 natural numbers. So first 2 natural numbers means that will be equal to 1 into 2. If it is said there 6 factorial, so 6 factorial meaning will be equal to product of first 6 natural numbers. So product of first 6 natural numbers means it will be equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. If it is asked there what is 10 factorial, so 10 factorial meaning is product of first 10 natural numbers. So we'll write in this way, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 10. Okay, so usually what we are doing when we are doing the questions, we are writing it is in reverse order there. So like 10 factorial can be written as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So 10 factorial meaning product of first 10 natural numbers, and we are writing in this way, in reverse order there. Now here, to give one concept there, I am discussing this example there. Okay, so 10 factorial we wrote there. Now what is this one? If we have to write this one in factorial notation, how you will write there? It is product of first 9 natural numbers. So it can be written as 10 into 9 factorial, correct? 10 factorial can be written as 10 into 1 less than 10, that is 9 factorial. In the same way, if I will write in this way, now if I am avoiding this one, 9 factorial meaning 9 into 8 into 7, if I am writing this 9 as product there, now what will be the remaining one? Remaining one it will be equal to 8 factorial. So 10 factorial can be written as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. Again, if you want, you can reduce it. Then it will be equal to 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial. So we'll generalize the formula for it. So now just to check how I wrote there, 10 factorial written as 10 into 9 factorial. In the same way, if I have to write n factorial, generalized formula. So 10 factorial written is 10 into, so it will be equal to n into. Then we wrote here 9 factorial. 9 is 1 less than 10, means that is 10 minus 1. So in the same way, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. You have to subtract 1 from the previous number. Now in the same way, if I have to write n minus 1 factorial, so first we will write here n minus 1 only. Now what we have to do? Subtract 1 from this number. Then what will come? N minus 1 minus 1. Then it will be equal to n minus 2 factorial. So it can be written in this way, and this we will use according to the question. Okay. So n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. Then n minus 1 factorial can be written as n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. So I think this concept is clear. And one more thing there, we know n factorial means that is the product of first n natural numbers. Then obviously what will be the value of 1 factorial? 1 factorial product of natural number, that is 1 only. So 1 factorial is equal to 1. Now can you tell me what is the value of 0 factorial? Because we wrote the formula is product of first n natural number, but 0 is not a natural number there. So at present you can write down there value of 0 factorial is 1. How that value is coming, that we will discuss later. So at present you just consider the value of 0 factorial as 1. So I think the concept of factorial is clear to you. Now we'll do the questions based on that. Okay. So write down the first question is evaluate. All of you write down the first question is evaluate. First is evaluate. In evaluate, the first question is written 5 factorial. 5 factorial. As we know, 5 factorial means product of first 5 natural numbers. So you can write in this way. Start with 5 only. 5 into then 1 less than. Just to reduce 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to reduce till you are getting the value is equal to 1. Now just to multiply there. 5 4s are 20. 3 into 2, 6 into 1 will be 6 only. So 20 into 6, 120. So 5 factorial is equal to 120. Then second question is 7 factorial. Find what will be the value of 7 factorial. So how we can rewrite this one? 7 can be written as 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now we can use the concept just now we wrote there. N can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. Since here, just now we have calculated what is the value of 5 factorial. So it can be written as 7 into 6 into 5 factorial. What is the value of 5 factorial we wrote there? 120. And 7 into 6 we can multiply. So 42 into 120. Now just to do the multiplication, 0 will come. 12 2s are 24. Carry over 2. 12 4s are 48 plus 2 will be equal to 50. So 7 factorial is equal to 5040. Clear? Okay. Now write down the third question is evaluate 20 factorial by 18 factorial. 20 factorial by 18 factorial. So in this one, just to check which number is greater. 20 is greater. So we are going to use the concept there. Which one? N factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial there. Okay. So now we'll rewrite in that way till we are getting 18 factorial in the numerator. So that 18 factorial will get cancelled. So 20 factorial can be written as 20 into 19 into 18 factorial by 18 factorial. Then 18 factorial will get cancelled. We are getting here 20 into 19. That we can multiply. 0 will come. Then 19 2s is 38. So answer will be equal to 380. Then next one, question number 4. 10 factorial by 6 factorial into 4 factorial. So you can check here the greater number is 10. So we can rewrite 10 there. So how we can rewrite 10? It can be written as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 factorial we have in the denominator. So here if we will write here it as 6 factorial, then it is easy for us to solve. 6 factorial will get cancelled here. So 6 factorial written. 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 2 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 6 factorial will get cancelled here only. Now here remaining we have to do the cancellation. You just check there. 4 into 2, 8. So here we have 8. So that 8 will get cancelled there. Remaining these two we can cancel. 3 3s are 9. So we are getting here 7 3s are 21. 21 into 10. So answer will be equal to 210. So I hope this concept is clear to you. Okay. Now write down fifth question is evaluate only. In that fifth one is evaluate 5 factorial minus 4 factorial. 5 factorial minus 4 factorial. So here what we can do first, we can take the common factor outside. Then our calculation will be easy. but at present no factor is common there. So just check there, which one is greater? 5 factorial is greater. So how we can rewrite that 5 factorial? 5 into 4 factorial minus 4 factorial. Now here it depends on the question there. In place of 4 factorial, if it is written 3 factorial, suppose the question is in this way, 5 factorial minus 3 factorial. So as we wrote here, 5 can be written as 5 into 4 factorial. If the question is in this way, then we will rewrite in this way. 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, then minus 3 factorial. So concept you have to use according to the question. Now what is the common factor here? 4 factorial. So take it outside. 4 factorial taken common. Inside the bracket what will remain here? 5 will remain there. Minus sign. 4 factorial we took outside. Nothing is there. So if whenever we are taking a common factor outside, if nothing is there means we are writing 1 there. So it will be equal to 5 minus 1. Now 4 factorial means that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. And here 5 minus 1, 4. Now we can do the multiplication. 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 12 8s are 96. It depends on you. How you want to do the multiplication, in that way you can do. 4 4s are 16, 3 into 2, 6. So 16 6 is 96. So I hope the concept is clear how to find out the factorial of any number. Okay, now write down the next. Second question is evaluate. Second question, evaluate n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. Evaluate n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial when n is equal to 5 and r is equal to 2. Value of n and r is given. Just to substitute the value. So write down there n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial is equal to, in place of n we are going to write now 5. So it will be equal to 5 factorial by 5 minus 2 factorial. So that will be equal to 3 factorial into r factorial. R is 2 factorial. Okay, now we can just check how we can do the cancellation there. Just to check, greater number is 5. So this one we can reduce there till we are getting any number in the denominator. So 5 into 4 into 3 factorial by 3 factorial into 2 factorial. 2 factorial here we can write, it can be written as 2 into 1. So 3 factorial will get cancelled. Here 2 and 4 we can cancel. So 5 2s are 10. Answer will be equal to 10. So I hope this question is clear. Okay, now write down the next one. Third question is 2 factorial plus 5 factorial is equal to 7 factorial. Whether addition of these two, 2 factorial plus 5 factorial is equal to 7 factorial. We have to check whether their addition is same or not. So for that, first what we can do, we can simplify the left hand side there. What is the value of 2 factorial? 2 factorial meaning that is 2 into 1. And 5 factorial meaning 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Here we can do the addition there. 2 into 1 will be equal to 2. Just now we have calculated the value of 5 factorial. How much? Yes, 120 I think. 5 4s are 20. 20 into 6, 120. So we are getting the left hand side is equal to 122. Now we'll check what will be the value of the right hand side. Value of right hand side, 7 factorial. Just now in second question we calculated what is the value of 7 factorial. Yes, that is equal to 5040. So whether both are equal? No. So just write down there left hand side not equal to right hand side. Therefore 2 factorial plus 5 factorial is not equal to 7 factorial. Don't write that they are equal. In the same way their multiplication also not equal. 2 factorial into 5 factorial is not equal to 10 factorial. Clear? Okay. Now next question. Question number 4. Just write down the question. In question number 4, it is written, find x. Question number 4 is, find x if 1 by 9 factorial plus 1 by 10 factorial is equal to x by 11 factorial. Find x if 1 by 9 factorial plus 1 by 10 factorial is equal to x by 11 factorial. So whenever, if you will substitute the value of all, calculation will be lengthy for you. So to do this question, we'll use an easy method there. First you have to check what is the greater number here and smaller number. Okay. So 11 is the greater number. So we know in concept of factorial we can do the reduce. We can reduce the numbers by 1. Okay. So here, and smallest number is 9 factorial. Remaining two numbers which we have, that is 11 factorial and 10 factorial. So we are going to express 11 factorial and 10 factorial in terms of 9 factorial, so that we can take the common factor outside. Clear? Okay. So I am writing here 1 by 9 factorial will write as it is, no change there. How we can rewrite 1 by 10 factorial? It can be written as 10 into 9 factorial. Clear? 10 into 9 factorial I wrote, because the smallest number which we have here, that is 9. Okay. In the same way, x by 11 factorial, how we can rewrite? You have to use the property in such a way that you have to stop when you are getting 9 factorial there. So first it will come 11 into, next number is 10 into, what will be the next number? That will be equal to 9 factorial. So here we have the common factors. Okay. So now what we will do, to avoid that 9 factorial notation we are avoiding. So one thing you can do, you can multiply the whole equation by 9 factorial. We are multiplying the whole equation by 9 factorial. Then how it will come? This first term will get multiplied by 9 factorial. So we'll get here 9 factorial by 9 factorial. Then next this term, 9 factorial by 10 into 9 factorial. Then next x into 9 factorial by 11 into 10 into 9 factorial. Now what happened here? These two will get cancelled. 9 factorial will get cancelled from everywhere. What is remaining here? These two cancelled. So remaining it will be equal to 1. Here 1 plus 1 by 10 is equal to x by 11 into 10. Here we can do the cross multiplication. Then it will be equal to 10 plus 1. So we are getting here 11 by 10 is equal to x by 11 into 10. We have to find out the value of x. So 11 into 10 we can shift to left hand side. Then it will get multiplied there. So 11 into 10 by 10 is equal to x. Otherwise, if you don't have to shift the number here, we know if it is in denominator, 10 and 10 will get cancelled there. So remaining you have to multiply only 11 and 11. So here 10 and 10 will get cancelled. 11 into 11 will be equal to 121. So we are getting here x is equal to 121. So I hope this question is clear to you. Okay, you can do these type of questions. Now write down the next question. Question number 5. In question number 5, question number 5 is find n. Find n. In that first question, find n if n plus 2 factorial. If n plus 2 factorial is equal to 2550 into n factorial. It is written n plus 2 factorial is equal to 2550 into n factorial. So whenever we are solving this type of question, what we will do, we'll shift the factorial notation to one side there. Only the number should be written on the other side. So n factorial I am shifting to left hand side. Here n factorial is multiplied there. So when you will change the position, it will get divided. So we will get here n plus 2 factorial divided by n factorial is equal to 2550. Now n plus 2 and n, we have two numbers there. Which number is greater? Obviously n plus 2 is greater. Now we are going to use the same concept. What? The concept n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial. It can be written as n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. It will go on continuation. So here also. So according to that concept, first what will come? N plus 2 only will come. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract 1 from n there. Here in place of n what we have? N plus 2. So we have to subtract n 1 from n plus 2. Then what will come? Just subtract 1, then we will get here n plus 1. So next one it will be equal to n plus 1. Again we haven't got n factorial there. Now once again there. Subtract 1 from this number. So n plus 1 minus 1. So these two will get cancelled there. So remaining it will be equal to n factorial. So here we will write in this way. N plus 2 factorial can be written as n plus 2 into, we are doing the subtraction there. We are reducing the number by 1. Till which step we will reduce? Till we are getting the denominator. By n factorial is equal to 2550. Now n factorial and n factorial will get cancelled there. So remaining we have n plus 2 into n plus 1 is equal to 2550. Now to solve this type of question, two methods are there. So I will explain you both the methods. Which one is easy for you that you can use? First, our own method of using quadratic formula. We can multiply here, then it will be equal to n into n square, plus n into 1 will be equal to n, 2 into n will be equal to 2n, plus 2 into 1 is 2. And whenever quadratic equation we are getting, we are shifting, we are making the right hand side equal to 0. So shift to 2550 to left hand side equal to 0. So we'll get here n square plus 3n minus 2550 minus 2. So that will be equal to 2548 is equal to 0. Now we can use quadratic formula because the number is so big there. And here we are finding the value of n. What was that quadratic formula? N is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. What is a? A means coefficient of n square. B coefficient of n, and c is the constant term. Now just to substitute the value here, minus, in place of b we have 3 here, plus or minus square root of b square. So 3 square will come. So that will be equal to 9 minus 4ac. So 4 into 1 into minus 2548 by 2a. So value of a is 1. Then here we will get minus 3 plus or minus square root of 9. Minus into minus will be equal to plus. Then here we will multiply. 4 8s are 32. Carry over 3. 4 4s are 16. Plus 3 will be equal to 19. Carry over 1. 4 5s are 20. Plus 1 will be equal to 21. Carry over 2. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 2, 10 by 2. Now here it will be equal to minus 3 plus or minus square root of 10,192 plus 9. So it will be equal to 9 plus 2, 11, carry over 1. So 9 plus 1 will be equal to 10, carry over 1. Then here it will be equal to 2. So we are getting here 10,201 by 2. Now we have to find out what is the square root of 10,201. So for that we know how to find out the square root by division method. 10,201. We are making the pair of numbers starting with the right hand side. Then 1 is alone there, 1 is not there in pair. So first we will find out the square of a number which is less than or equal to 1. So that is equal to 1 only. 1 ones are 1. This will get cancelled. We will write the next pair, that is 0 2. So we can simply write 2. Here these two will get added there. So 1 plus 1 will be equal to 2. Now next concept is whatever number you are writing here, same number should come here also, and the multiplication should be equal to 2 or less than 2. But here if I will write here 1, then here also it will be equal to 1. Then 21 into 1 will be equal to 21, which is greater than 2. So what we can write here? 0. So 20 into 0 will be equal to 0. So 2 minus 0, 2. Next pair we will write, that is 0, 1. Here the number which we have used here, that we can add. So 20 plus 0 will be equal to 20 only. Now again same, whatever number will come here, same number should come here also, and multiplication of these two either should be equal to 201 or less than. If it is a perfect square, then it should be equal to 201. So obviously 1 only will come, 201. So it will get cancelled. So square root, the number which you are getting at the top, that is the square root of the given number. So square root we are getting here 101. So minus 3 plus or minus 101 by 2. Now first we can take the positive value and then negative value there. So what will come here? N is equal to minus 3 plus 101 by 2 or minus 3 minus 101 by 2. 101 minus 3. So that will be equal to how much? 101 minus 3? Yes, 98. 98 by 2, or here it will be equal to minus 104 by 2. 98 by 2 will be equal to 49, or here we are getting here minus 52. Two values we are getting. Which one we will take there? Just to check, the concept is related to factorial, and factorial notation we said there, that is the product of first n natural numbers there. So negative n will not be negative there. We are using the concept of factorial only for natural numbers here. So we will take n is equal to 49. So this is one method to solve the question there. One more method is there, that also I will explain. And then which one is easy for you, you can use that method. Now just to check here, when we got the equation, we got in this way. N plus 2 into n plus 1 is equal to 2550. Now here n plus 2 and n plus 1, they are consecutive numbers, correct? They are consecutive numbers. So left hand side is written as the product of consecutive numbers. So the right hand side, whatever number is there, we'll arrange the number in such a way that we should get 2550 as the product of two consecutive numbers only. Consecutive means one by one, like 3 into 4, 6 into 7, 11 into 12, 100 into 101. They are called consecutive numbers. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can just factorize it. 2550, just to do the factorization and then arrange the number. Not necessary that you should start with 2. We can start with 5 here. So 5 5s are 25, then 5 1s are, then 0 will come. Again it will go with 5 there. What will come? 5 1s are 5. Then we'll write 1. 1 is smaller than 5. So we'll put 1 0 there. 102. Then it will be equal to 2 5s are, 2 1s are. Then it will be divisible by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are. 17 is a prime number there. So this is the factorization. Now just to check there, you multiply in such a way that you are able to express 2550 as product of two consecutive numbers only. So how we can rearrange there, just to check. 5 5s are 25. 25 into 2, 50. And what is 17 3s are 51. So 51 and 50, they are consecutive numbers. So this number can be written as n plus 2 into n plus 1 is equal to 51 into 50 we wrote there. After that, how to find out the value of n? For that, what we can do, either you can compare the greater number or the smaller one there. What is the greater out of these two? Which number is greater? Yes, n plus 2 is greater. And in the right hand side, which number is greater? 51 is greater. So just to compare the greater number. N plus 2 is equal to 51. So from here what you will get? 51 minus 2, 49. It depends on you. If you want, you can compare the smaller number also. Smaller number in left hand side, that is n plus 1, and in right hand side we have 50. So from here also you will get n is equal to 49 only. So either you can use quadratic formula or you can simplify in this way also. It depends on you how you want to do the question. Okay. Now all of you write down. In the same pattern only, write down the next question. Find n only. So in that second question is find n if n plus 1 factorial is equal to 12 into n minus 1 factorial. N plus 1 factorial is equal to 12 into n minus 1 factorial. So as we did in the previous one, we can shift this n minus 1 factorial to left hand side. Then it will be equal to n plus 1 factorial by n minus 1 factorial is equal to 12. Now just to check which one is greater, n plus 1 or n minus 1. Obviously n plus 1 is greater. So now again we are going to reduce it by 1 till we are getting n minus 1 factorial in the numerator. So first one can be written as n plus 1 only. Now subtract 1, what will come? N factorial. N only will come when we will subtract 1 from it. Then again n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial by n minus 1 factorial is equal to 12. So here n minus 1 factorial will get cancelled. We will get here n plus 1 into n is equal to 12. Now from here, if you want to use quadratic formula, you can use quadratic formula, or otherwise if you want to use the second method which I have discussed just now. Here left hand side is the product of two consecutive numbers. So just to check how we can rewrite 12 as the product of two consecutive number. 12, 1 into 12, they are not consecutive number. Then 2 into 6, not consecutive. Then 3 into 4. So that option is correct. So n plus 1 into n can be written as 3 into 4. 12 written as 3 into 4. Now just to check what is the smaller number here, n. And what is the smaller number in the right hand side? 3. So simply we can write n is equal to 3. You don't have to give any explanation for that. Directly you can write n is equal to 3. Clear? If this concept not clear to you, don't go for this concept. You can just multiply here. Then it will be equal to n square plus n minus 12 is equal to 0. So you can solve the quadratic equation either by factorization method or by using quadratic formula. It depends on you there. I explained you both the methods. Now which one is easy for you, that you can use. Now in the same way we are going to do the third question. Third question is n plus 3 factorial is equal to 56 into n plus 1 factorial. N plus 3 factorial is equal to 56 into n plus 1 factorial. So again n plus 1 factorial will shift to left hand side. Then it will be equal to n plus 3 factorial by n plus 1 factorial is equal to 56. Now which number is greater? Just to check the greater number. Here greater number we have n plus 3. So we will continue the subtracting one from the greater number there. So first one will come n plus 3 only. Subtract 1, then what will come? N plus 3 minus 1. Then it will be equal to n plus 2. Again subtract 1, then what will come? N plus 2 minus 1. So we will get here n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 factorial is equal to 56. Again n plus 1 factorial will get cancelled there. So remaining we have here n plus 3 into n plus 2 is equal to 56. Left hand side is the product of two consecutive number. So just to check whether you are able to express 56 as the product of two consecutive numbers. Yes, 56 can be written as 8 sevens are 56. So it can be written as 8 into 7. Now just to check which number is greater here, n plus 3, and in the right hand side greater number is 8. So we can equate the greater numbers there. N plus 3 is equal to 8. So from here we will get n is equal to 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. So n is equal to 5. So I hope these type of questions are clear to you. Okay, now we'll move to the next question. Next question, question number 6. Okay, question number 6. Write down the question. If 2n factorial by 3 factorial into 2n minus 3 factorial and n factorial by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial are in the ratio 44:3, are in the ratio 44:3, find n. It is written these two numbers are in the ratio 44:3. We have to find the value of n. Ratio means what? They are in division there. So how we will rewrite here? 2n factorial. This is not 2 into 1n factorial. That is 2n factorial by 3 factorial into 2n minus 3 factorial divided by n factorial by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial is equal to 44/3. It is given they are in the ratio 44:3. So again just to check there which number is greater here. 2n is greater or 2n minus 3 is greater? Obviously 2n is greater. Now we are going to subtract 1 from this 2n. So first what we will write? 2n only. Now just to subtract 1, what will come? Yes, 2n minus 1. Again we have not got 2n minus 3. Again subtract 1, then what will come? Just to check here. First we wrote 2n. Now subtract 1, then what will come? 2n minus 1. Again subtract 1, then 2n minus 1 minus 1. That will be equal to 2n minus 2. But we need here 2n minus 3. So again what we will do? Subtract 1. Then it will be equal to 2n minus 3 factorial. So first we wrote 2n, then 2n minus 1, then it will be equal to 2n minus 2, then it will be equal to 2n minus 3 factorial by 3 factorial. Directly you can write the value. 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1. So that will be equal to 6 into 2n minus 3 factorial whole divided by, here also n factorial we have and here n minus 2 factorial we have. So again we can rewrite that n factorial as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial by 2 factorial value is 2 only into n minus 2 factorial is equal to 44/3. Now just to check what are the things will get cancelled. 2n minus 3 factorial will get cancelled and here n minus 2 factorial will get cancelled there. Now we have only numbers with us there. So now what we can do? We can change the division into multiplication. Okay. So changing the division into multiplication. Then it will be equal to 2n into 2n minus 1 into 2n minus 2 by 6 into, here when we will change the division into multiplication we will take the reciprocal. So it will be equal to 2 by n into n minus 1 is equal to 44/3. Now just to check if anything you can cancel here. Okay, 2 and 6 will get cancelled. 2 3s are 6. Then which one will get cancelled here? This n and n also will get cancelled here. Now remaining what we have here? 2. Then we have 2n minus 1. From here what we can take common? Just to check 2n minus 2. What we can take common? Yes, we can take 2 common. Inside the bracket what will remain? N minus 1 will remain by 3 is equal to 44/3. And here n minus 1 is also there. 3 and n minus 1 in denominator. So just to check these two expressions are same. So that also will get cancelled there. Now we have to find the value of 2n. So except this expression, rest all we can shift to right hand side. Then it will come 2n minus 1 is equal to 44. If it is in denominator, it will go to numerator by 3. Now the denominators numerator will go to denominator when you are changing the position. So this 2 and these two both shifted to right hand side there. So just to do the cancellation now, 3 will get cancelled. 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4 again, 11 will come. So we are getting 2n minus 1 is equal to 11. Now shift minus 1 to right hand side, then we will get 2n is equal to 12 or n is equal to 6. So value of n is 6. So I hope this question is clear to you. Now we'll move to the next question. Now all of you write down question number 7. Convert the following product into factorials. Write down, convert the following product into factorials. So you have to express in terms of factorials. So write down, the first one is 6 into 7 into 8 into 9 into 10. We have to convert this into factorial there. But we know if we have to convert into factorial, it should be product of first n natural numbers. Here we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now what are the numbers we need there? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 there. So we have to multiply this number by, here I am multiplying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So simply you cannot multiply any number by this. If you are multiplying, to balance it, what you have to do? You have to divide also. So we are multiplying and dividing the number by 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 there. So now just to check your numerator. 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is that? Yes, that is equal to 10 factorial by denominator is 5 factorial. So we converted the given number in factorial. Clear? Okay. Write down the next one. Question number 2 is 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 10. 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 10. What is remaining there? Remaining numbers are, just to check there, what are the remaining numbers we need there? In between some numbers are missing. Correct? What are the missing numbers that we can write here? That is 1 is missing. Then what is missing there? 1 is missing. Then otherwise you can rewrite in this way if you don't want to write 2. Okay. Then 4, how we can rewrite? 2 into 2. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. 8 can be written as 2 into 4. 10 can be written as 2 into 5 there. Now just to check there, we need 5, 4, 3, 2. This 2 can be written as 2 into 1. So we have here 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that can be written as into 2 raised to 5. And this expression 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. What is that? That is equal to 5 factorial. So 5 factorial into 2 raised to 5. So either you can write in this way. Okay. The question is clear to you? Okay. Now we'll move. Now all of you just to check the next one. Now all of you just note down your homework. Your homework is exercise 7.2. Exercise 7.2, all questions you have to do. Exercise 7.2, all questions plus some questions I am giving you. Just write down. First question is find n if n plus 2 factorial is equal to 60 into n minus 1 factorial. Second one, in this only, second one is n plus 1 factorial. N plus 1 factorial is equal to 90 into n minus 1 factorial. And then second question is if n factorial by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial and n factorial by 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial are in the ratio 2:1. Are in the ratio 2:1. Then find n. Okay. So all of you can just check the solution also for this question. I am just giving you the answer. For the first one, answer is 3. For the second one, it is 9. N is equal to 9. And for the third one, N is equal to 5. So just do all these questions, and in case of any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.